throw out everything you know about these two teams from the regular season because it is playoff softball action. Game one here from Edcouch, Elsa. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, bringing you all the pregame show for this exciting matchup. Once again, both of these two teams, they finished high in their district, but of course this is Division II in the by-district playoffs, which just means, well, two teams are from the district separated. Two of them go off to the, of course, Division I. Two of them will go to the Division II, and the two that are in Division II for 31-5A to be exact are the Pioneer Lady Diamondbacks and the Mackay Lady Bulldogs. As for 32-5A, it is Edcouch Elsa, the Lady Yellow Jackets, and as well as the Brownsville Pace Vi Queens. So that's very interesting as we get into it once again here. Hello, everyone. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. As we mentioned before, this should turn out to be an epic battle here for potentially Game 3s. A Game 3, if necessary, at 2 p.m. on Saturday. But Game 1 is here in Edcouch Elsa. Game 2 is back to Sharyland Pioneer. Pioneer, interestingly enough, they won their district in 31-5A. Edcouch Elsa, according to Max Preps, they finished second in their district as well. So a lot kind of to go off of. First pitch scheduled for 6 minutes from now. We might end up having the first pitch a little bit earlier. And yes, indeed, we will. Going on into the full screen. Jirovic in the batter's box. The first pitch officially at 6:55 p.m. Yellow 50. Yellow 50. Second one on the way. That is fouled off. One ball. One strike. So 1-1 is the count. Yellow 10. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one looked into the strike zone. It is strike two. Your designated pitcher here this evening is going to be Mila for Edinburgh. Or check that for Edcouch Elsa. But that is going to be quickly in there. Out number one. One down for the Lady Yellow Jackets. And it's up to Hope Garcia in the number 2 spot for the Lady Diamondbacks of Sharyland Pioneer High School. First pitch on the way. That one is going to go in there, ball one. 1-0 on the count. That's how the count started early on for Jirovic in the number 1 spot for Sharyland Pioneer. Hope Garcia, though, will take both of them. 2-0. Will take her time. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-oh pitch on the way. Try to lead forward once again and is up in the count 3-0. Flores on deck for Sharyland Pioneer High School. Finding the check that ball 4 will end up being the call, and Hope Garcia will take first base. So second batter gets on base, and Flores will come up to the plate with Galvan on deck for Sharyland Pioneer High School. Lady Diamondback softball. The middle in there, strike number 1. This is a powerful Lady Diamondback baseball team, or softball team, I should say. Backhand hit the ball well. That's going to be drawn to the second. Baseman will still throw it. That's going to be an error, and runners will be in the corners. Runners in the corners in the end for Sharyland Pioneer. The second baseman trying to throw it to first and ended up being an error on the second baseman. So all of a sudden, runner in scoring position for Sharyland Pioneer. Up to the plate is Galvan. We'll try for the bunt, deciding not to go for it, and we'll back out of it. In there, I believe, for ball 1. One-oh pitch on the way. Leaving up the count. One ball, one strike.
Two balls, one strike.
2-1 now the count. To Galvan. Runners in the corners, 1 out here. Top half of inning number 1. That one swung on, hit well down the left field line. It is a 3-run home run. Galvan will send it down that left field line for the 3-run shot. Your instant replay once again. Hit well with the contact down the left field line, and left fielder just had time to watch it fly over. 3-0 your score. We'll reset the score for you all. As there we go. 3-0 your score. Madera will be up to the plate for Sharyland Pioneer High School. I believe the designated pitcher here this evening. First one on the way. Checks her swing. So it did go in there, ball 1. One-oh pitch on the way. That is going to drop in there. Base hit. Able to continue this rally. Madera on base will be at first base. Robledo up to the plate now for Sharyland Pioneer. 1 out here, top of the first inning. 3-0 your score. Sharyland Pioneer High School getting on board with a 3-run home run here in the top of the first. First one does go in there, strike 1. As Madera, check that, as Robledo ended up watching that one go for a strike. Already batting in the 6th position. That's how quickly the Lady Diamondbacks have been able to get on with their bats going. Again, runner at first base. One ball, one strike now, the count. 1-1 pitch on the way. That is tipped foul. 1-2.
One ball, two strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes now. And a good job by Mila trying to find that strike zone, has been able to do that. Getting her behind in the count. That's going to even up the count, though, this time at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Robledo. Robledo still in the batter's box this time. 2-2 pitch on the way. That's swung on. That's going to be popped up down the left field line. Foul. Stays alive. Will battle now. That swung on, hit well, down right center field. What a grab by the center fielder. Taylor, I believe, making the play in the end for 2 down. Runner will stay at first base instantly. So a look at this one. It was hit well. The wind kind of blowing it into the park.
We can't get to the concession stand. We have a mobile concession stand.
Swung on, great catch once again. Swung on, tipped foul. To Quintanilla. Down to the count, 0-1. Again, a 3-run shot, 3-run homer by Galvan for Sharyland Pioneer High School. That one is going to be a grab in foul ground. That is out number 3. Sharyland Pioneer get their bats going early. They lead 3-0. I'm Jacob Young. This is Real Sports Live Network as we get you set for the bottom half of inning number 1. Stay tuned. Edcouch Elsa up to bat next.
Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. Fruya Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almus College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades, TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
I fell on a loose towel.
Number 3, Melody Soto.
Melody Soto up to the plate now for the Lady Jackets. For Edcouch Elsa, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network, bringing you all coverage of the bottom half of inning number 1. Should be very exciting here. To the plate once again, first pitch on this at bat. That one looks a bit inside and will be ball 1. At the on-deck circle as well, that's going to be Mila. One-0 pitch on the way, a bit inside once again, and it is 2-0. Check that 1-1. First one was actually given a strike. One pitch on the way. That's fouled off. Hits into the stands, actually. 1-2 now. Melody will step out of the batter's box, and now will step back into it. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Here in the top half. Check that bottom half of inning number 1. The first batter in the bottom half of inning number 1. Edcouch Elsa finding themselves down 3-0. That second one, good look as it was a bit high and inside. To even up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Melody. One-two pitch on the way. That one is swung on, fouled away. We'll continue to battle now. Always important as a hitter to try and stay alive as much as possible at the plate, especially in softball. Still 2-2. That's a bit high and inside. It's ball 3. It's a full count. Galvan once again, Galvan is actually the pitcher here this evening. That's going to be a leadoff walk. Designated player is Madera, to be exact, and I got those a little bit confused, or I got those flipped basically for softball terms, but either way, Galvan, of course, the one who hit the 3-run home run that gave the Lady Diamondbacks the lead here early. But up to the plate now will be none other than Mila. Up to the plate with Jasmine on deck. First one on the way. So time is called. Oh, and 1 is the count. Umpires are now getting together. And now we'll break out of their huddle and we'll go back behind home plate. And the other 2 umpires going to, of course, the right field line and the left field line. 0-1. Looks a bit inside and is. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One pitch. That one's popped up near left field. And we'll make the grab. That is 1 down for the Lady Diamondbacks in their defense. Still, of course, with 1 runner on. Let's actually check that 2 down. As interestingly enough, I missed that. I guess that's what the talk was about. And yes, indeed, ended up being out number 1 before and now out number 2. First one goes in there, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. One 0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. 1-1 to Jasmine, batting in that 3rd spot. Once again, trying not to go 3 up, 3 down. As Haley is on the on-deck circle to be exact. Be up to the plate next if Jasmine can get on base here. That swung on And it is a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Lady Diamondbacks. They lead 3-0 as we head to the top half of inning number 2. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
You're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Back live we go once again here. Bianca Garcia up to the plate for Sharyland Pioneer High School. First one does go in for strike number 1. 0-1 pitch on the way, evens up the count. Holds it that time. 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch on the way. Chops it foul. Hit it off the top of her bat to be exact, and it does go foul for Garcia once again.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 the count. Holds it, but that is strike 3. Caught her looking. Out number 1 for Sharyland Pioneer for the Lady Jackets defense doing a good job there. Able to get the strikeout once again from Melody. Check that from Mila. She is the designated pitcher here this evening, to be exact. The pitcher this evening for Edcouch Elsa. First one goes in there, ball 1. One-0 pitch on the way, checked her swing. Should be 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Sandoval. Swung on, hit foul. 2-1. Sandoval steps out of the batter's box and will swing a couple of times before stepping back into it as she gets ready for the next one. 2 balls, 1 strikes once again, here with 1 out. Top half of inning number 2, 3-0 your score. Sharyland Pioneer got their bats going in the first, in the top of the first to be exact. Have not looked back so far. That's going to be fouled off over the netting. It goes into foul territory. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is now officially even.
2 strikes to
Sandoval batting in the number 9 position. We still have the flex, which will be De Leon. I believe she'll be on deck for Sharyland Pioneer before we go back to the top of the order. We'll check that actually. Yes, indeed. Sandoval. There's that one. Holds her swing, it is full count. So we'll actually go back to the top of the lineup is what it looks like. I believe the Jurovic is at the on-deck circle. That one swung on, that's popped up. And first base player makes the out, and that is 2 down. So it goes back to the top of the lineup. Lily Jurovic back to the top of the order. We'll try to get on base here with 2 outs. Top of the first. First pitch goes in there, tries to swing at it. It is tipped foul. Hits the backstop, hits the back of the netting to be exact. And it's 0-1. 3 up, 3 down inning would be perfect for the Lady Jackets, just getting out of this inning without allowing any runs to be scored. That's going to be a base hit through the cap. Past the shortstop to be exact. Base hit in the end. So gets on base this time. And Hope Garcia will be on the plate going up here. With 2 outs once again. Try to continue the inning. A left-handed batter as well.
Batting with 2 outs, number 5, Hope Garcia.
Hope Garcia up to the plate. In the batter's box, she'll go. Steps forward to it. That is ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes here. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Runner at first, number 10, Danae Tijerina.
So Tijerina is the pinch runner at first base. I believe it is 2. Check that 1-1. Opportunity throw to first in time, and we'll grab the 3rd out. It's not 3 up, 3 down, but the Lady Jackets will make the Lady Diamondbacks strand 1 off of 1 hit. 3-0 still your score, but we head to the bottom half of inning number 2. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Stay tuned.
Flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
Back we go once again here. Top half, check that bottom half of inning number 2. Pops it up in foul ground, and it is
number 7, Taylor.
out number 1. Taylor up to the plate this time, batting in that number 5 position. And it's Jenna who is on deck as well. Hit inside will open up the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful evening once again, and should only get cooler throughout the evening. Here from Edcouch, Elsa. Count is even at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Herrera. Fires. Talking to the coach. Two and 1 the count. Two, 1 pitch on the way. That swung on. That's going to be a hit. And we'll get on base just for a base hit in the end.
Number 8, Jenna Garcia.
So great job there by Taylor getting on base. It is going to be Jenna Garcia up to the plate now for the Lady Jackets. It's going to be Maria at the on-deck circle. 1 down, 1 runner on for the Lady Jackets. Decided to take that first one. 1-0 the count. One-0 pitch on the way. That swung on, hit down the left field line. Able to make the grab. That's 2 down.
Batting with 2 outs, number 1, Mariah Sandoval.
Mariah Sandoval up to the plate now for the Lady Jackets. Could be the last at bat in this bottom half of inning number 2. Lady Jackets, of course, wanting to get on base and potentially bringing up the tying run. That's going to be a bunt. Foul ball. Nothing in 1 now. Mariah will have to go back to the batter's box this time. Nothing and 1. Goes for the bunt. This one is a little bit better. Throw to first in time, and that will retire the side. Lady Jackets strand 1. We head into the top half of inning number 3. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
That becomes a hit.
100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong, and the next 100 begin with you.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Permatan personnel.
Back we go once again to here, top half of inning number 3, coming up here very shortly. It's already at the top of the lineup, so these are the second at-bats for all of these players. Flores up to the plate now for Sharyland, the Pioneer. We'll try to get on base this time. It is 1-0, the count. Popped up in the infield, and that's good enough for out number 1. 1 down, and Galvan to the plate for Sharyland Pioneer, batting in that 4-spotter, second at bat, 1 for 1 with a 3-run home run in the top half of inning number 1. Intentionally walked, will head to first base. So, right off the bat, Edcouch Elsa, after that first inning, deciding not to pitch to her once again. And Madera up to the plate now, the designated player for Sharyland Pioneer High School. That first one, I believe, goes in there, ball number 1. Check that, strike 1. No rain in the forecast for this entire weekend. That goes through that cap. And the runners, the throw to third is safe and won't try at second. Runners at second and third in scoring position. Time called.
Batting with runners on second and third, number 63, Alexia Robledo.
Alexia Robledo up to the plate this time. Is 0 for 1 on the evening. Coach talking to the umpire to make sure everything is correct. He may be sending in a pinch hitter or potentially a pinch runner. It is going to be a pinch runner for Sharyland Pioneer High School at second base. Again, both players in scoring position at second and third base. One out here. Top of inning number 3. And again, a lot of strategy in softball that not a lot of people even realize as well. Having those substitute, basically those pinch runners happening a lot, making sure when you get on base, exactly that, not wanting to pitch to a hitter, a slugger as well. So it's all of that. As that is swung on, that's it well. Just foul. 0-1. This Lady Diamondbacks team, I'm quickly learning, can hit the softball. Reason, of course, you go back to it, why they won district. Second place in district ended up being the Lady Rattlers of Sharyland High School. Again, they're in Division 1. They're in the Division 1 playoffs. This is the Division 2 playoffs. Nothing too different. That is sky rocketed near the center fielder. Will make the grab. It is going to be a touch and go. A tag and it is 4-0.
Batting with 2 outs, number 9, Karen Quintanilla.
Quintanilla up to the plate now for Sharyland Pioneer High School. First one is fouled off, 0-1. Runners did both advance. One scored, one, of course, advanced to third base. Now with, of course, 2 outs, so good sacrifice fly. But again, the way that the wind is blowing, it's blowing back to us. As you can kind of tell off the broadcast as that goes foul again, 0-2. So Quintanilla finding herself down in the count, 0-2. But already a couple of those going near center field. A lot of different ballparks. Those might have been home runs, but this one is kind of has a deep outfield. Down center field as well. 0-2 pitch on the way. That swung on. That's it long. Off the fence it goes. 1 run is in, and that's an RBI double. 5-0, your score. Quintanilla, on base she goes for the RBI double. Instant replay look we go once again, beautifully hit. And a lot of them, once again, like we mentioned, have been skyrocketed. That was off the center field wall, making it work in the end. First one, I believe it. Essentially, go in there. Yes, indeed, strike number 1. Slowly but surely figuring out the strike zone here this evening, and that's not a bad thing as well. Especially as an announcer, you get comfortable with how the umpire is calling the balls and strikes, and it starts to become a rhythm and all of that. So, very interesting. Once again, 1-1. The count. That swung on. Grounder is through the cap. And runners will stay corners this time. Runners back in the corners with 2 outs. It's 5-0. Elsa Sandoval up to the plate this time for Sharyland Pioneer High School. Bianca Garcia was the one who was able to make it to first base. And Sandoval to that cleanup. That's inside. That's going to be 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. That swung on. It's through the cap. It goes. An RBI single. Runners on first and second. And it is 6-0. To the top of the line for third at bat. And it is going to be a pitching circle visit from the coach. Already just the way that Sharyland Pioneer are really being able to hit the ball well, it's been pretty interesting. Now, of course, there's a lot to take away from these first 3 innings, to be exact, but as this game progresses, I do expect Edcouch Elsa to slowly but surely make some changes out on the field, some shifts, all of that, to really not allow for Sharyland Pioneer to continue the way that they are. 6-0 your score. If this does go into 10 runs at the 5th inning, by the end of the 5th inning to be exact, if it's still 10-0, the game would be over. That is in there, called strike number 1. to Juven. 0-1 pitch on the way. Grounder. Third baseman will catch it. Throw to first in time. That'll retire the side. Sharyland Pioneer High School in the M Strand 2 are able to add to their lead 3 runs in this at-bat, in this inning. At the top of the third, we'll head to the bottom half of inning number 3. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned. Action will return shortly.
Local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your 999-1111.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Back we go once again here. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Checks her swing. Check that, watches it. Going there, ball number 1 for Edcouch, Elsa. That's in there, called strike. High inside. Two and one. That's popped up near foul ground. Foul ball is the call. Umpires might talk it over. It almost seemed like runner interference, potentially. They'll talk it over. There's 3 options that could happen. The runner will be awarded first base. Out will be, there could be an out, or it could be a foul ball. Yes, indeed, it's going to be an out for runner interference. And 1 out in the end. Ariana Rodriguez up to the plate this time for Edcouch Elsa. Swung on and hit foul. It kind of bounced back up onto her. Ariana down to the count now on 1. At the on-deck circle We'll be back to the top of the lineup. It will be Melody on the on-deck circle. That is a bit high and a bit inside. Evens up the count of one. 1 strike. Beautiful evening here in Edcouch, Elsa. For some softball, it's going to be a swing, and that's going to be a miss. Down to the count, 1 strikes. Ariana once again. Melody at the on-deck circle once more. Back to the top of the lineup after this one as that one hits the ground. Bit of the dirt, I should say, but of course this is a turf field. But you wouldn't necessarily notice that it's a turf field unless you really looked closely. Because at first glance for me, I couldn't necessarily tell if it was just the way that the infield looks with almost the clay-like just look from it. That's a bit inside. That ended up being actually a strikeout. And it is going to be out number 2, 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the line of Melody at the batter's box now. The on-deck circle will be Mila. Checks her swing. One and oh the count once again. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on to hit that one foul. It's going to hit off the top of the awning that they have, the top of the shade. Interestingly enough, as that is 1-1. So I can tell this is kind of a newly upgraded facility here in Edcouch, Elsa, with, of course, the turf field and the way that the bleachers are and all of that, because a lot of the new places, they have the shaded bleachers, which is very nice, especially if there was a chance at game 3 if this were to go into it. Of course, winning this one is always a big thing, but even though it is game number 1, a lot can happen in game 2. 2-1. That one swung on. That is hit foul. Still going to be a foul ball, 2-2. Two and two the count. To Melody. Check. Now time called. And just to talk with the umpire and the coach to make sure that the catcher was okay, and we should be back to play here momentarily. That one's popped up. And that will be grabbed. For out number 3, we head into the bottom half. Check out the top half of inning number 4. I'm Jacob Young. This is Real Sports Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
College's auto body repair program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's auto body repair program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
I'll do anything for my clients. Would you pick up our kids from school? Yeah, I can do that.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Channel.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate. Call us now.
If you
Back we go once again here from Edcouch, Elsa High School. I'm Jacob Young. This is Real Sports Network from their softball field, to be exact. This campus is a little spread out, to be exact, which is pretty interesting, to say the least. 1-1 now the count. Sharyland Pioneer have been able to put up 6 runs. That one will count as a strike. 1-2 now.
One ball, 2 strikes, and that's it.
1-2, still the count. Swung on, grounder over to third base. We'll throw to first. Was off the bag, and that's going to be safe. So safe at first in the end.
Batting next, number 27, Tristan Galvan.
Tristan Galvan up to the plate this time. So I believe that was an intentional walk beforehand. That is high and inside. This time it gets pretty interesting. Now they have to kind of pitch to Galvan unless they wanted bases loaded to happen. It's going to be inside once again. Count is at 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. So 3-0 the count once again. To Galvan. That's up the middle. Strike 1. Connor looking. Tristan Galvan at the plate at the batter's box this time. That swung on. It's through the gap. It goes. Runners will stay. It is bases loaded. Sharyland Pioneer put themselves in a good situation here. A home run would put them up by 9 here. Would put the Lady Diamondbacks up by 9. First one on the way. It is 1-0. Pitch on the way. Connor looking. Connor checking the swing to be exact. It's 1-1. It's to Madera this time. One pitch on the way. Checked it. 2-1. That swung on. Shortstop throws home. That's out. And we'll get the force out. Bases will still be loaded in the end. But that's one down. Alexia Robledo up to the plate this time. One and over the count. Connor looking, that is going to be a strike. Two and two. Lady Diamondbacks with a great opportunity here. Bases loaded, just trying to get any score. Roberto just trying to get on base. 1-2 pitch on the way. That is in foul territory. Catcher makes a grab. That is out number 2. 2 down with bases loaded for Sharyland Pioneer High School. It was a grounder to the third base, who threw home for the force out. That was out number 1, and now an out and foul ground from the catcher. 2 down. That's the quintanilla, and that started off 0-1. Quintanilla at the plate, like we mentioned. Swung on and missed, 0-2. That is going to be straight. Check that, ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit foul. Check out 1 and 2. Stay 1 and 2. One-two pitch on the way. Check your swing. Got her looking, and that's going to be a strikeout to retire the side. Sharyland Pioneers strand 3 on base. The base is loaded. Could not get anyone home. And just like that, it will be to the bottom half of inning number 4. And Coach Elsa, they stay alive, and we'll continue to try and get something going here. The bottom half of inning number 4. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
Back we go once again here. Bottom of the 4th inning is upon us. It's 6-0 Sharyland Pioneer lead. Again, stranding 3 at that top half of inning number 4. Will that come back to haunt them? We'll wait and see. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Mila up to the plate. It's going to be going inside. Ball number 1. I believe this time 2-0. Check that 1-1. Making the grab this time. No other than Galvan. Heading all the way into foul territory to get the catch. That's 1 down. Jasmine stepping into the batter's box now. 1 down for Sharyland Pioneer, trying to get out of the inning with potentially a 3-up, 3 down this time. We'll check her swing. That is ball 1. One-oh pitch on the way. That one is inside. 2-0. Jasmine will take her time as she steps back into the batter's box after stepping out of it. Two and one on the count. Swung on, hit foul, 2-2, evens up the count this time. Lady Jackets with an opportunity, trying to get on base and climbing back into this one after having a successful top half of inning number 3, or check that, top half of inning number 4, not allowing for any runs to be scored there after Sharyland Pioneer threatening. That one will get away from, that's a full count from the Lady Diamondbacks. This time it's 3-2 for the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, full count. Connor swinging, and that is going to be a strikeout. Finds it for out number 2. And Edcouch Elsa, the lead, bringing in a pinch hitter. Elsa Balboa up to the plate now for Edcouch Elsa. The Lady Jackets, like I mentioned, down 6-0, 2 outs here. Bottom half of inning number 4. It's a 7-inning game already in this bottom of the 4th inning. Slowly but surely running out of opportunities to get back into this one. First one on the way. Ball number 1. One is low once again, 2-0. A bit high and inside again. Looks like that is 3-0 on the count. That is ball 4. And will be on base. Taylor Herrera up to the plate this time for Edcouch Elsa. I believe this time we'll be batting in the essentially 6th position after the pinch hitter. Two it out. Swung on, that's it down the left field line. Right at the warning track. Got that one. Retires the side, 1 walk as the Lady Jackets strand 1. Trying to get a run back potentially all the way down that line. Not enough to it. So we head to the top of inning number 5. I'm Jacob Young. This is Real Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
En cual etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
will do anything for your clients.
Anything.
Would you get a face tattoo?
What do you all think?
That's good, boss.
Latte.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Hey, champ. My dad got hurt in a car crash, and our insurance company isn't helping us at all.
Give this to your dad. Have him give me a call.
Thanks, champ. Hey, I've been working on my jabs.
Let's see what you got.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Champ.
There's no place like Sharyland.
Back we go once again here from none other than Edcouch Elsa in their softball field. It's 1-1. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Was just trying to make sure that is exactly what the count was. Up to the plate this time will be none other than Garcia. 2-2 now the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on, fouled away, stays 2-2. Connor looking, that will stay. Full count. Swung on, fouled away. Three-two pitch on the way. It's going to be a strikeout. Connor looking. And that's one down for Edcouch Elsa High School. Here's the interesting thing to mention as well. The Elsa defense as well. Though Sharyland Pioneer, they've been successful with scoring runs with 2 outs. 1 out to their name as well. Building up the offense, that is fouled away off of a bunt try. Two down.
Top of the lineup, number 7, Lily Sharyland.
So 1 down. Time is called. Tuna. Popped up once again. That is going to drop in there. Will be a stand-up double for the Lady Diamondbacks.
Batting next, number 5, Hope Garcia.
Checked her swing once again. That is going to be, I believe, a ball. 1-0. Ball, no strikes with 1 out here. Runner will stay at second. 2-0. Tries for the bunt. That'll be bunted foul. Makes it 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's going to be bunted. Throw to first in time. Runners do advance to second and third.
Batting with 2 outs, number 24, Lottie Flores.
Flores up to the plate now for the Lady Diamondbacks. Batting third. First one is in there, strike number 1. Checks her swing, but that is 0-2. Can the Lady Diamondbacks try to really close the door for Edcouch Elsa here? The Lady Jackets, that one is in there, ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Check that 1-2 pitch on the way. That is through the gap. It goes. 1 run is in. How about a bases clearing double? From Flores, able to get a 2-run double, and all of a sudden with 2 outs, the Lady Diamondbacks lead extends to 8. 10th run now at home plate. That is to Galvan. Thought about taking that one, thought better of it, even though it is ball 1. Popped up. Second. Player at second base, able to get the out and retire the side. That one just skied. And that is how we will end the top half of inning number 5. Lady Diamondbacks, though, only strand 1 as they get 2 runs scored. We'll be right back with the bottom half of inning number 5. Stay tuned.
District work here, learn here, or tuition-based enrollment. Register now. Call 956-584-6408. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
recovered by the Cardinals.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs. Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, forging tomorrow's leaders.
Back we go once again here. 1-0 the count. Edcouch Elsa, of course, back up to bat this time. Down by 8 runs to 0. Two 0. 2 balls, no strikes. Was to Jenna. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Two-one pitch on the way. Connor swinging. It is going to be a strike. Evens up the count at 2. As the ball ended up hitting the ground, bouncing back. Makes it 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. That one popped foul. We'll continue to battle now for Jasmine. Mariah at the on-deck circle here. No outs here, bottom of the 5th. Nobody on. That swung on. Grounder. Third baseman and shortstop could not get there. It is going to be a single. I believe the second hit of the evening for the Lady Jackets. They have not been able to get their bats going as much as they would like. And for Edcouch Elsa, a big base hit in the end. Mariah at the plate this time. Checks her swing. It is ball 1. One-oh pitch on the way. That one was swung on and hit foul. I believe it goes over the awning as well. All the way back there into foul ground. The wind starting to pick up here this evening. And again, it's the way that the hitters or the way that the batters are positioned, the way that this field is positioned, the hitters are facing against the wind. So that's why you've seen a lot of pop flies sky to high here this evening. That is a good try there, Connor swinging. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One-two pitch on the way. Stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. popped up. We'll head to almost foul ground as well. That was going to be fair. Good job by the Lady Diamondbacks to see that and get the first down of the bottom half of inning number 5.
Number 4, Addison Gonzalez.
Addison Gonzalez up to the plate this time for Edcouch Elsa. One runner on, one out. We'll try to go forward for a hit. Decided to check her swing, decided not to go for it, I should say. It is 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes here. One-0 pitch on the way. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike now. To Addison. 1 out to Edcouch Elsa. To the Lady Jackets. Trying to lead in for another hit. That is going to be strike 2. Decided not to go for it and ended up being strike number 2 here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Number 2.
Pitch hitting, number 20, Savannah Ibarra.
Edcouch Elsa. Again, the Lady Diamondbacks trying to get out of the inning. The Lady Jackets just trying to score any types of runs. Only after this one, we'll have 2 at-bats remaining in the regular 7 innings. Goes for the bunt. Lays it down, the throw to first. I don't know. Yes, it is not going to be in time. Safe at first base. Beats the throw. Runners will go to first and second.
Number 3, Melody Soto.
Melody Soto up to the plate this time for Edcouch Elsa. This is where things can be dangerous. Getting that type of momentum off of a bunt to get to first base. Lay down a perfect slow roller, as they call it. Runners at first and second. Time will be. As Melody steps out of the batter's box. Checked her swing. In there, ball 1. One and 0 is the count. One 0 pitch on the way. That swung on. Straight to the shortstop. Will throw to third. That will retire the side. Lady Jackets, strand 2. We head to the top half of inning number 6. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. We'll be right back after this. Remember, Sharyland Pioneer, as it stands, have 8 runs. They need 2 runs and 3 outs on defense to end the game early in 6. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. For your Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades, TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
Back we go once again here. Gianna Marrera up to the plate for the Lady Diamondbacks. Will step out of the plate now, out of the batter's box, down in the count 0-2. That's going to be hit foul down the left field line. Stays 0-2. That is going to be in their ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. To Madera. They're trying to get on base here to have a lead. As the count will now even up at 2 apiece as it hits the ground. Hits the artificial dirt, as I'm going to call it now, due to the fact that the field is turf as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is a hit by a pitch, and it is ball. Well, it is a runner at first base now. Check that 3-2. They thought it hit her. I thought that's exactly why she ran to first base. It's going to be a full count. That swung on, hit down the third base line. Third base throws to first in time. That's 1 down. So 1 down in the end.
Batting with 1 out, number 63, Alexia Robledo.
Alexia Robledo up to the plate now for Sharyland Pioneer High School. Batting in that number 6 position. 1 out for Sharyland Pioneer. Has been successful at the plate. I believe has been up to the plate 3 times now. I believe it's 1 for 2. Double check that for you all. Could potentially already have been up 3 times and 2 for 3. Again, it's been successful at the plate. A lot of these players for Sharyland Pioneer have been, including a couple of intentional walks just for that. Again, for Edcouch Elsa, sort of strategizing and trying to get outs as fast as possible. 2-0 pitch on the way. That swung on all the way to the center fielder. Perfectly placed. Grabs it for out number 2. That's 2 down here in the top half of inning number 6. Again, very important for Edcouch Elsa to not allow any runs to be scored here, to not make this upcoming at-bat their last at-bat to score runs. Still, if they're able to get the 3 up, 3 down here, it would be their penultimate at-bat. Swung on and missed. That is strike number 1. So after Robledo, it is Quintanilla. That is going to be inside. Check that, it's not. It's going to be 0-2. Checks her swing this time, and now it is going to be ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. One-two pitch on the way. Connor looking, and it is going to be ball number 2, evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2-2 pitch on the way. Checks her swing. So it was already ball 3, and now it's 3-2. So they had it wrong. There it is, 3 balls, 2 strikes. That is the count with 2 outs. Connor looking! That is a strikeout, 3 up, 3 down for Edcouch Elsa. We head into the bottom half of inning number 6 for the penultimate at-bat for Edcouch Elsa. We'll be right back after this. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Stay tuned.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas.
Back we go once again here. The bottom half of inning number 6 is upon us. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. Heading into inning number number 6, the bottom half of inning number 6 to be exact. Mila batting in the second spot. Once again, the first one does go in there. It is ball number 1. Sharyland Pioneer right now able to continue with the lead 8-0. Right now pitching a shutout. They allowing about 3 runs, a couple of walks here this evening. 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way. Connor looking. That is strike number 2. We'll even up the count this time. 2-2. Swung on, hit down the left line. That is through the gap. It goes through third base. A base hit in the end for Mila.
Lady Jackets, number 6, Jaden Ruiz.
Jaden Ruiz pinch hitting in the end. She'll be at the plate for Edcouch Elsa. Inside, ball 1. No outs here. Bottom half of inning number 1 once again. Checks her swing. 1-1. Two and 1. Three and 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first base. No outs here. Bottom of the 6th. That is ball 4. Runners now at first and second. All of a sudden, no outs with Balboa up to the plate. Edcouch also looking to try and do some damage here late in this one. Believe, yes, indeed. Sharyland Pioneer, the time will be called. Talking it over there on the pitching circle and gives Edcouch Elsa an opportunity to really talk it over too. Very exciting. Runners at first and second for Edcouch Elsa, down 8-0. Still in this game, like I mentioned, penultimate at bat. Able to get your first 2 runners on base is key. With a hit and a walk, that's the start. Loading up the bases, then potentially, of course, getting a deep ball near center field or even the left field line has been successful for both teams to try and find runs, especially for Sharyland Pioneer, I should say. Even a blooper could potentially work out in Edcouch Elsa's favor. So there's a lot of different ways that this could work. Now, as for Sharyland Pioneer, what would they have talked about? Trying to calm down their pitcher, trying to shift a bit, putting the shortstop in a more difficult position for the Lady Jackets to go through that side of things. And of course, just the adjustments is always exciting. That swung on. 1 run is in. We'll throw Edcouch Elsa on the board.
Let's go, Lady Jackets!
RBI single in the end. Runners will be in the corners.
Number 7, Taylor Herrera.
One, 8-1, your new score. No outs once again. Getting one run back has been key. This is where Edcouch Elsa, if Sharyland Pioneer aren't careful, can do some damage. That's going to be safe. That's a stolen base. It's runners at second and third in scoring position. Oh, and 1 the count now. One ball, 2 strikes. Caught her swinging, and that's going to be a strikeout. 1 down, still runners in scoring position. But all of a sudden, Edcouch Elsa climbing back into it, down by 7 runs. The chance to close the gap. To potentially, if they were to hit a 3-run home run here, all of a sudden, it would be 8-4, cutting the lead in half. Be tremendously helpful here. The Lady Diamondbacks will want to get out of the inning as best as possible. 1 strikeout already. One pitch ended up checking her swing. It is 0-2. Check that, 2-1 is what I meant to say there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here is the count. Steps into the batter's box. Fouls it off. 2-2. So this is a big strike here. If it is a strikeout, Sharyland Pioneer all of a sudden get back into it. Even though they allowed 1 run, have an opportunity to really make work of it because they won't have to worry about down the right field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes still. Will continue to bat. Swung on and fouled away. Stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taylor continuing, check that. Not Taylor. By the way, Edcouch Elsa continuing to battle at the plate. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on, that'll land all the way to the wall. 1 run is in, make it 2, 8 bases, clearing, double.
Batting ready, 1 out. Number 1, Araya Sandoval.
Bottom of the 6th inning, and all of a sudden the bats are coming alive. It's 8-3 now. Your score. Edcouch Elsa slowly but surely back into it. Down by 5 runs. Runner in scoring position with, here's the kicker, 1 out. Pops it up. Infielder at second base makes the 2nd out. Keeps a runner at second.
Batting with 2 outs, number 4, Addison Gonzalez.
Addison Gonzalez now up to bat for Edcouch Elsa. Nothing to nothing here. Bottom half of inning number 6. Still, what the score is, 8-3. 2-run home run or even an RBI single here would have, again, put them down by 4 runs. A 2-run home run here would make it 5, make it 8-5. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Swung on and missed. Runner will go to third, check that foul. They'll call it a foul ball. 0-2, no balls, 2 strikes this shot. That is straight to the pitcher. We'll throw to first. Just in time. That will retire the side. A big inning, though, for Edcouch Elsa. They strand 1, but grab 3 runs. And it's 8-3. All of a sudden, a 5-run lead from 8. We'll be right back after this. Top of inning number 7 we go. Jacob Young, this is Real Sports Live Network. Stay tuned.
We won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
It means a lot to me.
Back we go once again here. Bianca Garcia to lead off for Sharyland Pioneer High School. 3 runs were back. It is going to be straight to the pitcher. and a quick out number 1. So 1 down for Edcouch. Elsa trying to get out of this inning as fast as possible and getting back to potentially climbing back into this one. 8-5 your score. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live Network. It's once again 1 down.
1 out. Number 1, Elsa Sandoval.
Sandoval will be up to the plate for Sharyland Pioneer all the way down to the closing stages of the order and before they go back to the top of the lineup. I believe Jurovic will be on deck for Sharyland Pioneer High School. 0-1 is the count. That's going to be bunted foul, 0-2. Quickly down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes to Sandoval. And that is hit foul. It's down the first base line. Down the right field line to be exact. 0-2 still the count. Oh-2 pitch on the way. Connor looking, that is strike 3. 2 down for Edcouch Elsa's defense this time.
Top of the lineup, number 7,
Sharyland Pioneer
Sharyland.
have not been able to get their bats going for a while now after leading 8-0. Some they put up runs, to be fair, was just 1 inning ago. Let's bring up 2 runs to make it 8-0. Compared to what they have done, 3 runs in the first inning to, I believe, 4 runs. Check that, 3 runs in the next. They have been spread out. Checks her swing again, it's 2-0. Check that, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. That's popped up down the left field line. I don't think they'll get there in time. Just foul. Two balls, 1 strike. Check that, 2 balls, 2 strikes. With, of course, the foul ball. With 2 outs. Pops it up. Catcher can't get it. The wind again playing a factor in that one right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Swung on, popped up, and the first baseman makes a grab. That is out number 3. We head to the bottom of the inning, and we head to the final at-bat for Edcouch Elsa. They'll need runs, and they'll need runs in bunches. Trying to tie it up, down by 5. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. A long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
100 years ago, in the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, a spark was born. From the first dreamers who stepped onto these grounds, Texas Southmost College has stood as a promise that determination can overcome any challenge. Join us as we honor our past, celebrate our present, and ignite the future together. Texas Southmost College, 100 years strong. And the next 100 begin with you.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local.
Young, this is Rio Sports Live Network. The Lady Diamondbacks of Sharyland Pioneer lead this one 8-3 your score. We're just making sure on the score to be exact. As Edcouch Elsa were able to scrape 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th. If they were to only scrape 3 runs here, they'd fall 2 runs short of getting back into this one and trying to force extras. 1-1, 1-1 your score, 1-1 your count. That's going to be bunted foul, 1-2. Puts her in a predicament now for Edcouch Elsa as they need to get on base in order to build something off of this bottom half of the 7th. The way that they did it in the bottom of the 6th was able to only have 1 run for or 1 out for a long time, no outs, being able to get on base and even getting runs scored. Swung on, and that is going to be out number 1. 1 down for Sharyland Pioneer High School. Like I mentioned, Sharyland Pioneer High School, they were able to win their district, but kind of have the disadvantage in a way, as in they will go home tomorrow for game number 2, but for game number 3, it's back here at Edcouch Elsa. That swung on, hit well. Outfielder can't make the grab. It pops out of her glove. It is going to be a double. Stays alive. Instant replay look here, as it was a great hit as well. Center fielder goes to left center field. It was just difficult to get in the end. Pops out of her glove. It is runner at second base with 1 out for Edcouch Elsa. Mila up to the plate. Again, runner at second base. That hits the dirt. That is ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Lady Jackets just needing runners on base as well. This is the key for this team. That one's a bit high and inside. It's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom half of inning number 1. Check that bottom half of inning number 7. That one swung on, grounder, that's gonna be fair. Runner is signaled home and will score. Safe at second. RBI double. 8-4. Lady Jackets were down 8-0 and have cut the lead in half. In the bottom of the 7th, though, with 1 out, is it just a little too late? 0-1. Checks her swing. 1-1. Nothing. Check that 1-1. That's a grounder over to third. We'll throw to first in time. Gets the force out at first base. That is 2 down.
Number 13, Elsa Balboa.
Balboa up to the plate. Edcouch Elsa down to their final out here in the bottom half of inning number 7. Runner in scoring position at third base. 8-4 your score. First one on the way goes 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes this time. One pitch on the way. Checked her swing. Still says 1-1. That is what it is. 1 ball, 1 strikeout. 1-1 pitch on the way. Caught her looking. That is ball 2. 2-1 now. It did look a bit inside. Umpire does call it ball number 2. That is popped up foul. Went a little further than I expected. Thought it was going to land on top of me, so I had to run away. And sure enough, it did not. It landed just behind the batter's box, or just in front of the batting cages, I should say. The wind kind of directed it a different way. Either way, 2-2. It's down to the final strike for the Lady Jackets. Two pitch on the way. Caught her looking. That is ball 3, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We will head down to Pioneer High School, no matter what, for game number 2. The question is, who will be 1-0? That swung on, fouled off, a laser, a liner down left field to be exact. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes with the count. Swung on and missed. Sharyland Pioneers survive. And we'll head to game number 2 tomorrow at Pioneer High School, with Sharyland Pioneer having a chance to clinch the Pine District round in front of their home fans. We will head to a post-game show presented by Look Free Motors, South Padre Island, and Texas Southmost College. Just a little too late for Edcouch Elsa getting back into this one. Scoring 4 runs, but again, just could not get their bats going in the early going of this one. We'll have to give the player of the game, in my opinion, to Galvan, due to the fact of the 3-run home run. Pitched a complete game. Yes, gave up those 4 runs, but in the end really was very well at bat, giving them the 3 runs that they needed in order to continue with this lead. Either way, that's going to do it for us here from Edcouch Elsa. I've been Jake Young. This has been